We had a good thumbnail. This didn't deserve it.
This is what you got. This is what you earned, Spider-Man 2. This is what you...
So, Spider-Man 2, the sequel to the Spider-Man 2002 movie.
Oh my!
So, instead of being Creeper Peter Parker, we got Entitled Peter Parker.
Yeah, and I spent the entire movie trying to remember the word entitled so I could tell Damien how I felt about Peter in this movie.
The funny part is, I really wished that you were still remembering it and just screamed out, Entitled!
Yeah, that would have been great. But no. Yeah.
Wow! Peter Parker?
Okay. At first he was like, oh, he's actually like a bad person now and stuff, and like, yeah. He's not being like total creeper. He's like actually trying to be kind of not creeperish.
God, we wish it stayed like that.
And
then Mary Jane showed up, and then it was right back.
Maybe not right back. I think it was about when he was like, I'm dropping being Spider-Man and going back to just being Peter Parker. Right up then, he was like, okay. Oh,
I'm not Peter. I'm not Spider-Man anymore. That means I can marry Mary Jane, even though she's already has a boyfriend who's already proposed to her. But I went to her play, which means I'm her best friend again.
That's not how things work. Even if you're her best friend forever, you did it. You went to her play every time. If she still says no,
it's a no.
You gotta deal with that.
Especially when you can't even say you like her in the first place when she asked you back in the end of movie 1. You can't be like 2 years later, full year later afterwards and be like, I like you now, even though you're about to get... And the fact that he says, can you think about it?
Yeah.
It's weird that Mary Jane is the voice of reason. We'll get to her later. Though, we must give credit. He did have good moments in this.
Yeah.
Like the train scene.
The train scene deserves pretty much I think it deserves all the praise it gets. It is a really excellent scene. Like, I love that scene.
There's a few stupid things, like how the hell they get the mask after he froze it off the train while on top of the train fighting Doc Ock.
Okay, that bothers me about the same amount as Doc Ock throwing him forward and then him ending up in front of Spider-Man after he threw him. Yeah, it's not that big a deal.
We'll get to...
It's just a minor plot thing that I can let that go.
And also him jumping off like 5 buildings. Yeah, all you got is a broken back. After the 4th building. Yeah, oh, my back hurts.
I don't know why he decided to do that in the first place, but...
Yeah, instead of being like, is my sight better? Nope, it's not Spider-Man yet.
Or...
Considering...
Can I shoot a web? No, I can't shoot a web. Can I stick to a wall? No, I can't stick to a wall.
No, instead it's...
Oh, okay.
Instead it's like, adrenaline, don't fail me now! Oops.
And then there's also... And then he's like, okay, it fails then. And then it works when Mary Jane gets captured.
Because he has something to go save now.
This is my problem with these movies, is they're like, okay, Spider-Man needs to be a hero. So he's gonna save Mary Jane.
And one girl from a burning building.
Yeah, that was actually a really great scene, though.
Yeah.
But, like, he's like, oh, he gets Spider-Man powers back when he goes to save Mary Jane.
Because she's the reason Spider-Man has to exist. With great power comes great Mary Janes.
Yeah, I don't... In my mind, you're more of a hero. You're more of a hero.
Saving strangers.
Yeah, if he's saving strangers and not able to get Mary Jane.
For example, in the first movie where he has to choose, he chooses both. And it hurts him to do so, because he could easily just save Mary Jane, but he chooses to save both because that's what a hero does. The first movie's sadly better than this.
Yeah, Doc Ock is also...
Yeah, let's go over him.
Dr. Octopus, he's pretty good.
Yeah,
I liked him.
There's no... The freaking hand's talking to him, though.
It's kind of...
It's the comic book goofiness that that Green Goblin had, but it's, like, down a bit.
Yeah, but it's still good. Like, Doc Ock is, like... He wasn't at... He doesn't...
And we also have a reason that the thing has it, because it has artificial AI and it's talking to him instead of a dollar store mask having the spirit of whatever the hell that was.
Yeah. I like Dr. Octopus. It's
Yeah.
not like it wasn't
He's
like
a
the
pretty...
best thing ever, but
Also, they picked the perfect actor for him.
yeah, the actor did a really good job.
Mary Jane?
I think I would be happier if Mary Jane wasn't in these movies.
But he wouldn't have someone to save and get his powers back.
He has Aunt May. He has Harry.
About that.
I mean, they could have, like, Mary Jane who's not, like, in this movie, at the end of the movie, where she's like, I can't live without you. That is exactly what I hate about Mary Jane. That is...
And also is
not good.
Like, and also says, I can't live without you after leaving the sensible spaceman, J. Jonah Jameson's son, the astronaut, at the altar, and is like, I'll send him a letter. But I gotta go be with the superhero, who immediately leaves me to go fight crime.
Yeah, a letter is not how you do a breakup like that.
Especially on the wedding day, when he's at the altar in front of all of your friends and family.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's like, there's not really a good way to do it, but I don't think a letter.
That's not a way to do it. It's not like, I'll send one of the bridesmaids in with a letter to be like, hey, I'm not coming, I'm dumping you as well.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So there goes four boyfriends that Mary Jane's had.
Yeah. I really hate how Mary Jane is like, I need a man to be complete.
You're not gonna like Spider-Man Free. You're not gonna like Spider-Man Free then. Because Spider-Man Free is even worse with this. It's one of the few things I know about it. Like, I know the bad parts of Spider-Man Free.
But at the very least, I get 10 times as much Mary Jane!
Yeah.
So, at least I have that to make me feel better. That was like the one thing in their relationship that I actually enjoyed.
Yeah.
Is Peter screaming, Mary Jane!
Yeah.
I don't like Mary Jane screaming in terror, but I do like
Which
Peter
she
did
like how many times in this?
Too much. She does it more than one time.
Take a shot every time. Oh look, you're dead by the 5-minute mark of her being captured.
Yeah.
And also, why does Doc Ock even have her in front of the stupid fusion reactor?
Yeah,
why is he making the fusion reactor? He's a villain now. Everyone hates him. What's he gonna? What does he think's gonna happen? Oh, you made You made it actually work. We're going to forget all your misdeeds about killing people and robbing the bank.
Yeah, I don't really get what his motivation doesn't really make that much sense, to be honest.
It's the arms telling him to do it.
Yeah, but...
And that doesn't make any sense because it's like,
Yeah, the arms aren't making sense. So,
Artificial
he's a smart
intelligence.
guy. And he also kind of felt like he was like, oh, I'm a really good guy. I'm like he comes off as like, I'm the super really good guy. And then it's like, oh, I have arms talking to me. Now I am horribly evil and I murder people.
The reason for that, apparently, what the movie showed was the inhibitor chip got fried during the the first explosion. So it's like the arms could overtake his intelligence. Like, it would have been fine if the inhibitor chip wasn't fried, but apparently it was fine. It was bad afterwards, and the arms were like, murder people, keep the research going.
It was a little bit jarring, but so like.
And
okay.
Also,
I
love the Dr. Octopus's line of thinking of like, okay, bring Peter to Harry alive. Car.
Yeah, that was dumb. Okay, I will say though, I do want to say this. The actual like theme of the movie, where it's like
Peter having to choose between his real life and Spider-Man.
Yeah, like that concept.
Concept
really,
is good.
The concept is
Execution
really
and reasoning for choosing Spider-Man life is horrendous.
Like there is the train scene does it really well. That's one of the reasons the train scene is really good, because it actually does that well, and it's going dark.
No.
So the train scene. Great showcase of that. There's also like when he was talking to Aunt May, and she's like talking about like, oh, this is like this kid wants to be like Spider-Man. You should be like an example for him and stuff. Like that was really good. There's some scenes that do it really really well.
Meanwhile, like the first 3/4 of this movie is like he didn't get the wine from the plate. Mary Jane's marrying someone else. Peter's life is bad. He got fired from his job.
The whole beginning of this movie is just.
Isn't his life hard? He's gotta be a superhero, but he's gotta pay the bills.
It's just, especially because like. It feels like he's like, oh, I have all these problems, and I can't tell anyone about any of them, and I have to act like everything's okay. Don't do that! If things aren't okay, tell the people that love you that things aren't okay, and they can try to help you. Like, okay, I was about to say here, like they have a pretty strained relationship right now.
Yeah.
So,
should we go over Harry Osborn and his like? He's the one character's motivation that I see reason in. Like, find Spider-Man. He killed my dad. Revenge.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like that one makes sense, and
I feel like his acting was a little bit off.
Yeah, but
like his motivation made sense. It is pretty good.
The ending, on the other hand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like Phantom Norman Osborn.
Okay, that was. I don't have a problem with that really. But then he goes into the room, and like everything is neatly organized. This, the stuff that.
And also apparently
Norman
the glider
had
and
in the field when he died.
Like the glider and mask, which is the thing that killed him. Like who the hell put it there? Was it like it was impaled on his stomach? Did Spider-Man put it back when he brought Norman's body back to his bed? Or something?
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't make any sense. Whatever.
J. Jonah Jameson's still the best part.
I think I laughed every single time he was on screen. That man.
You serious?
That man is a legend.
The power of the press wants more.
Oh, man.
My son, the astronaut. That's the best actor in these movies, no questions asked. There is not a bad scene.
To be completely honest, being completely honest, I honestly cannot think of a scene right now that I'm like, that was a bad scene, and didn't have Mary Jane in it. Mary Jane just kind of brings this movie down, honestly. I don't like Mary Jane in this movie at all.
Yeah. It just didn't work.
And like, even Peter, when Mary Jane isn't involved with him, is so much better of a character. Like,
yeah.
I like him until Mary Jane comes along, and then
I like how you're
crazy.
saying Mary Jane because of the cracking voice when you're angry.
Mary Jane!
You're saying it like just like normally.
I like saying Mary Jane! But in the other way! I'm angry!
And I want her gone!
Oh, man.
I really want to see Amazing Spider-Man 2 and to be like, oh, she's not there. Like, I've heard Gwen Stacy is way better in Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is...
Like, I've heard Amazing Spider-Man has its issues, but...
Okay, the first one is... I remember the first one being really boring. The second movie is a lot better. Like, it still has problems, but it's a lot better. Yeah. Homecoming's still the best Spider-Man movie.
Though, honestly, at this point...
up to that point.
I am scared. I am scared right now. Free made people not like these movies.
We'll just have to...
what the hell's Emo Peter like if they liked these? Are we just the only ones looking at these like this?
I mean, I think part of it is... I honestly do think... If I watch this movie... if I watched this movie back in the day, I feel like when these movies came out, Peter probably wouldn't have seemed as entitled as he does now. Like, those are different days.
Where entitled wasn't thrown back and forth.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god. Oh man. There's issues with these movies. Mary Jane's such a big part, she's on the cover of the second movie and not on any of the other ones.
Yeah, so... Wow. I almost really liked this movie, but Mary Jane drove me insane, so it's just a good movie. Like, I would watch it again, but...
It's good to laugh at.
I would watch it again
It's good to laugh at, and there are good moments. But it's like calling this one of the best superhero movies of all time? No way. Like, there are issues with the story. You can't say this is a perfect movie. It's a good movie, though. I would recommend watching it. Like, if you're a kid, this probably seems fine. Like, you got the cool action scenes.
Yeah.
Even though I'd still say, like, action scenes, I'd still like the first one more. Like, I'd say the first one's better than this one.
Yeah, I like the first one better.
I
don't know if it's just I didn't get fed up with Mary Jane until now, but I don't feel like she really bothered me nearly as much in the first movie.
It was mostly more about Spider-Man figuring out like when to do stuff. Like,
yeah, we probably just didn't see very much of her.
Like, yeah, I don't think we did.
I did kind of feel a little bit bothered by her being
with three different people during it.
Yeah, I was definitely like, I'm not about that. But
oh, by the way, they break up and free and get back together.
I saw that movie. I remember some of it, at least.
Yeah, I know very little of it. I've never watched it for myself. I've only seen clips. I've seen enough clips where I'm like, oh my god, what's this one gonna be like, though?
Alright, well, that is our rambling review of Spider-Man 2. Rhymes that.
I am scared of free.
Let's do it. Not right now. I need to go home.
That's next week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I need to go home. I need to get up and not super long. So, yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'm going to be like, you, Damien, I made it home safe. And then I'm gonna be like, okay, gonna take some melatonin, and then brush up my teethers, and then I'm gonna go to my bed, and I'm gonna take a sleepy sleep. And also good. So,